Why don't you just start with your name, the business, and what you guys do, I guess.
My name's Tyler Jackson. Our business is Major Street Pet Services, or a pet funeral home. Pet crematory is the main part of the business.
And how'd you guys get started, I guess?
We, well, my wife's family has a human funeral home. They've in Tooele for about 75 years now, or well, probably 80 years now. And so that's kind of how the conversation started, as they kind of noticed some trends in different markets with actual funeral homes adding a pet service right to their location. And they kind of noticed they had some success doing that, and so we kind of got talking about it, and then finally decided to go for it.
And is there like a big market? Like you guys get a lot of business?
Certainly. We consider ourselves a young and fairly small operation, but for what we do, it's fairly unique. So our competition is, from what we've gathered and noticed and kind of learned, is kind of a more like a warehouse industrial type of atmosphere. So, but we try to focus on giving people opportunity to interact right with us when things happen of this nature, and rather than always going through a third party, like your vet or something.
So that's kind of what I was talking about, like opportunity space. You guys are kind of leading in that you're kind of family oriented, I guess, and you're personal more, which a lot of people probably like.
Sure, leading or just kind of something different that's offered in the kind of the pet loss realm in Salt Lake, kind of Wasatch Front area. But sorry, going back to busy, how busy we can be. We can certainly, we're about at close to capacity with what we can handle with the goals that we've set as far as kind of turn around with our product and things.
Okay, and then what would you say, like, what do you guys do to make the customer happier, I guess? What do you guys?
Well, it is a very sensitive business for a lot of people and our customers, and many people, as you can imagine, have handled this type of thing very differently. So it's really just trying to be as accommodating to whatever their wishes are as possible. Being timely, like I mentioned earlier, getting things returned so they can have their pet back home just as quick as possible is one of our main goals. And then being available after hours and weekends, just in case things happen. They don't always happen 9 to 5 in this business. So really just trying to be as accommodating as possible. I mean, we do have our limitations too, but we try to be as flexible in whatever they need.
And then also value in exchange. So how do you make money, like, off? Does it come from selling like urns and or what is the?
So yeah, we've got a few different ways that we'll make our money. Probably the main way is through the service of cremation. So we'll offer a cremation for someone. We offer 2 types of cremation, and when we'll return remains in one case, which is called a private cremation, which is where we cremate one pet at a time, regardless of size, and we do include our little basic urn, and we have a little certificate, little paw prints that we do, and then the other option is the communal cremation, which is where we'll cremate. We do cremate multiple pets at once, but we don't return remains in that case. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, so we've got the fees for the cremation. Like I said, that's kind of the main part of our business. But then with that private cremation, we can sell upgrade urns and products, little products unique to their pets, a little paw print type of products and things like that. Also a transfer, if we need to pick up a pet from someone's home or something, we do have fees and things like that. So anything that's kind of related to the service, we'll charge pickups, and then memorial products and things. So we do sell jewelry and things like that.
And then what about value and distribution? Like, how are you making it convenient for customers?
That's the other thing we've tried to really work on, because we've people are used to, if their pet's euthanized, it's at the clinic, and so everything's done there, and then they'll the crematory will pick up from the clinic, and then they'll deliver the remains back to the clinic, and so that's fairly convenient for people. And then where we've also which is what we do as well, but we do work with some home veterinarians that do home euthanasia, and so we've arranged with them that they have access to our property 24/7, so they can, if they do a home euthanasia and they would like the pet cremated, they can bring them right to us at any time. The vet can, and so that's taken care of. They don't have to worry about what to do after the euthanasia, and then just being available as much as possible during the week.
And then what about like getting Major Street Pet Services name out there? Like, how are you advertising, I guess?
Sure. So we've tried a few different advertising methods. Word of mouth has probably been our biggest, our best method of getting return customers and friends and so forth, as well as just being present. We did invest some in just some online presence. Just what's it called?
SEO.
Yeah, SEO. Just to kind of be present on a general Google search or whatever. So we that's between those two things. We feel like that's been the best. Although we've had some little ads in some little magazines or City Weekly, and just a few places. But what else? Advertising.
Pages, Best of Utah.
Yeah. So yeah, we've tried to be a little specific. It's just such a funny business because things happen, and it's people aren't looking for it until it happens. But yeah, the Q pages has been a good place for us with a specific market, and but yeah, really, and then once we kind of get in a spot, we have found that the word of mouth has really been helpful.
Okay, and then like finally, like what are you guys doing to like grow? I guess like what do you guys want to like? What are your plans? How are you guys gonna be like? Yeah.
So to be relevant, I suppose, is so yeah, we're always looking for more clinics to work with, and we're actually doing a major construction project where we're adding a whole another crematory, which will really increase our capacity by about 300%. Just and so we'll be able to accommodate more customers and still be able to return their pet home in more or less the same amount of time, but just having sorry, you can delete that out.
Okay. I think that's good.
Okay.
Thanks so much.
You bet.